Hello everyone, up for auction we have a 1974 Chev Nova. 350, we're going to go around the car, take a look at it. A lot of people are asking questions about it. We're going to try and cover everything that we've been asked commonly. So, the paint, I believe, is flat black rather than primer. But it would take an expert, more expert paint guy than I to determine what that is. But the body looks quite good. It looks like somebody spent quite a bit of time sanding it down on the sides. There is a little bit of rippling going on around this wheel lip. These tires are too wide for this this fender. They do touch going on through bumps on turns, so it's going to need skinnier tires to fit well under those wheel wells. There's a little bit of, I can see this little bit of Bondo right there around the headlight. I don't know if you call that a bezel still. The spacing between the front bumper on one side is a little bit bigger than the other side, so one of these bumper shocks has probably pushed in a little bit. You can see a little bit of Bondo has been put on there, and then looks like that was put on top of the paint. Somebody tried to fill one of the holes in the bumper too with a little Bondo, which is kind of an odd way to do it. Custom grille. Nice looking car. Motor's a 350, or it started out that way, 354 volt main there as we can tell. It's got headers. This is obviously an aftermarket AC unit. It doesn't look that old. And the air conditioning does work. It's not the coldest we've ever felt, but it definitely works. Our head mechanic says putting a condenser fan on it would make the AC run better all the time. Chrome pretty much everywhere. We did put in a master cylinder. That brake booster looks fairly new. Radiator, or excuse me, tranny cooler, auxiliary there. Let's keep going. Ladder traction bars, Krieger uni lugs. It also has catalytic converters put on it. Rear bumper is about the same way as the front. A little bit more space on one side of the bumper than the other. Again, these bumper shocks, one is probably pushing a little bit. The body is, it looks, again, like I said, very clean, very straight. Although I did notice there's a little bit of rippling right here. It looks like there's a little bit of Bondo around this wheel lip. But when I feel the inside of it, I don't feel any rust or patch. I don't feel anything like it's been repaired. I don't see anyone on that front fender, any patches there either. That feels very clean. Spider webs though. Don't feel any repair marks underneath it. Again, looking down the side, looks pretty clean. Let's take a look inside. Custom seats out of an SS something, or at least they've got that logo. Matching floor mats, the carpet's been replaced. The headliner's been replaced as well, but it does hang down, so the glue isn't holding up its end. And here in Vegas, where it's 110, that's easy to understand. got accessory gauges, tachometer, stereo, which we didn't get to work, Hurst shifter. We ran it through smog here in Nevada to see what happened. I will post a picture of this in the listing. Did not pass by quite a bit. We went through the carburetor and it was clean as new on the inside, but the jets were pretty good size, so it's probably going to have to be jetted down to pass smog. It's an aftermarket center console. Door panels look like aftermarket too. Rear seat looks quite good. One thing a lot of people have asked about is rust. And if we look here at the door seam, where you will often find it bubbling up with rust, I don't see any of it there. On the door jamb, looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit of spray over right there. They've painted over some bubbles, perhaps, but don't see body cancer anywhere. Just for fun, let's look under it. Catalytic converters, aftermarket. Rockers look pretty clean here. Well, I guess I mean not rusty. Exhaust system looks fairly new. Alright everyone, this was donated to the Nevada Paralyzed Veterans. Read the post for more detailed information on what we did to it. It will go to the highest bidder. You can download the app for iTunes and Android, or you can bid on Motobucks.com. Good luck everyone. Okay, now we're going to fire it up. Gauges all seem to work. Running and driving at RPM, it seems to run about 50 psi on the oil pressure. The tach is working, but the gas gauge and the speedo are not working. Let's go listen to it under the hood. I've run across quite a few Chevy small block V8s, and I have to say this one runs about as well as anyone I've ever heard. Again, a power diesel carburation works to pass smog if that's what you need. Well, a little too hot to rev it up there, but it does seem to run well. Alright folks, if you're looking for a classic American muscle car, this is probably a pretty good one to start with. And it will be sold to the highest bidder on Motobucks.com.